In this slide, we will review a high-level categorization of the various cloud services into various service models. The specific cloud services one opts to lease from various CSPs depends on the required services and also depends on the control that an organization needs on those services in building their digital solutions. In fact, how much control an organization needs on the computing resources drives the decision on the type of cloud services an organization opts for when working with cloud providers. Revisiting the types of services that a hyperscaler or CSP provides to its customers, they can be classified as infrastructure, platform, and software services. The difference between these services is the amount of control that the customer or subscriber has over the various layers of the computing environment. Let's review these in more detail. The basic service that is available in all cases is the IaaS, or Infrastructure as a Service. In this model, the CSP provides the infrastructure resources as a service. These resources are located at the bottom of the stack in our diagram and comprise of hardware, servers, racks, networking, etc. Services at this layer are controlled by the cloud provider. So the infrastructure is provided as a service to the end user. Everything else that's on the top of the infrastructure layer is provided and controlled by the users themselves. Leasing the infrastructure layer from a CSP helps in the abstraction of the infrastructure from the developers, who can instead focus on developing the best-of-breed applications without having to worry about the infrastructure level of details. Examples of IaaS services include leasing hardware from AWS or Azure, EC2, which is a compute instance available from AWS, or Amazon S3, which is a storage service available from AWS. PaaS, or PaaS, represents the layer which sits on top of the infrastructure layer and comprises of mostly system software and development frameworks. Essentially, it includes all software other than the business software or applications. These include virtualization and hypervisor software, database tools, application development frameworks such as container engines, serverless environments, batch processing software, and so on. So in this case, the service provider provides the infrastructure as well as the software components that are required to run the business applications and manages them. End users and subscribers who make use of the service are responsible for developing their own business software, which sits on top of this layer, and have full control of developing and deploying those applications and services. SaaS, which stands for Software as a Service, represents the application or business software layer. This means that the CSP provides and manages all services from the applications layer and what sits at the bottom of this layer, such as the system software, infrastructure components, and services, and so on. This layer includes ERP applications, email, HR applications, and so on. Users only focus on the use of these applications, and the CSP provides and manages all of the computing resources. Examples of providers that provide SaaS software include Salesforce.com, which among other services offers use of CRM-based applications, Oracle applications, which provides financial enterprise software, Adobe software, Microsoft 365 applications, and others. In summary, the type of cloud services that an organization decides to subscribe to from the CSPs depends on the control that it needs on the computing resources. For more system-level control, they will resort to the lower types of services, and for user-level control, they will resort to getting all the services from the CSP.